Welcome back everyone to the channel. We are going to be tackling the timing belt. So this is going to be a big challenge for me today. I've never done a timing belt in my life. This video is going to be me doing it and tackling it on my own. So if you've never watched my channel before, I repair damaged, salvage cars, you name it. We try and do a bit of everything. I'm learning as I go along. I've never done this sort of stuff until last year. The channel is slowly growing and I'm getting a lot of support from you guys, and I wish it to carry on. I'll give a little bit of insight. If you've never seen this car before and now you're just clicking on this video, this car, I've already done quite a bit to it. It was a category N for rear wheel arch damage, which I'll show you. It's been repaired. All this quarter panel was damaged. It's been done, but subsequently, whilst I was driving the car, while it was waiting for repair, it needed a new clutch. The sump was leaking. I have now done the clutch and taken the gearbox out and refurbished that in a previous video, and I've also done the sump in a previous video. It's been a good week or two now since I've done anything on this car. So the biggest job left to do is the timing belt, and then we've got a pile of parts and then boxes to put on the car and get it up for sale. I've also refurbished the one side of the leg there. As you can see, it suffers from the Fiat 500 or Fiat rust, as most of them do. This one's from Scotland, so it does have a little bit more than usual. Anyway, that is enough about the car. That is enough about the channel. If you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Like I said, we've hit 3,000 subscribers now. I'm well happy. I'm well happy with that. And obviously, we want to push for more. So if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel as well, so you won't miss content like this. So let's crack on with this timing belt, guys. Like, the car has already been stripped down to the bare bones, really, because of the other work that I've done. What I can make out, we've already got a leak from the rocker cover, so this has got to come off anyway. I have got a new seal to go on here, but because you've got to take this off, I also got a timing kit for the car. So hopefully this should go in there at the top to time it all up, and I got one for the bottom pulley there to go in, which is here, and hopefully that should time the engine up. So we've got a lot to do, and we need to crack on now, and then we can finally start rebuilding this car. I can't wait, to be honest, because it's been a long time, and we've also got all these bits here to shove back on the car as well, so it'll be a practically new car once we finish with this. So let's go and get the engine brace first, put that into place, and we'll start supporting the engine ready. Okay, we've got a hook on the engine with that, and this wrapped around this to this, so I can higher it up a little bit when needed. Hopefully I'll put some tension on it now, so it doesn't move around so much. So what I've done now is, because this was tied, it's stretched the cable a bit, so I slacken it back off, retighten it, and it should be able to lift it up then. Okay, that's holding there, so it's nice and straight, so I can safely take their mounts off without the engine dropping down. I braced the engine underneath with the sump, put a polystyrene just to make sure I don't damage it, just in case as well, because I don't trust this. I could really do with a chain, but it's holding it, that hook is holding it, and that's holding it, so I can undo the rest of it now. Okay, that is the first part of the engine mount out. Guys, take a look at that. I am so glad I didn't just leave this car. Just because the sticker on the side of this box, of this cover, was down. The sticker, like that, indicated that someone had done the timing belt. That hasn't been done. And that is well due to snap. That is really bad. Lucky enough we've caught it in time, and we're going to fix it and make this car right. But if I had sold this car as it was, it's only a matter of time before that's going to snap, and I'd have this car coming back to me saying that you've sold me a dud. So I am so glad that I'm changing this now. Just goes to show, guys, just because it looks like it's been done doesn't mean it have. See if we can remove this bottom cover. Let me just show you what I've just done. I've loosened off the starter motor, but I haven't undone them all the way. And if you look at that now, it's loose enough just to pull in and undo the belt. Let me see if I can get a bit closer for you. See the belt? Just pull that in, look, and the belt should come off. Off comes the belt, guys, when it's on the floor. So the belt's off there. I could take that pulley off. I'm not going to take it off just yet, because you've got to take that pulley off to get this cover off. I think the best thing to do first is take this cover off and see if we can get it ready for timing. Looks relatively clean in there, nothing seems blocked, so that's good. I'll give that a good clean. What I can make out, this tool sits on there and lines up in there, so that is how you time it. It's definitely got to go that way. In there now, so that ain't gonna move, nothing's gonna move on the top. I've just got to take this bottom pulley off here. The other part of the case. What I'm concerned about, guys, is that's not very tight. Should it be like that? But it's tight that side, so I don't know. Need to lock this in place now. Okay, that's in place, in position. That's in position there. So that to me tells me that that is locked into place and not moving anywhere. So we can carry on. I can take this engine, the rest of the engine mount off now. So that's out the way. That will give us access to the water pump and the tensioner, which is underneath it. And hopefully we should be good to go. Like I said, I've never done it before, so getting there slowly. This is a massive challenge. This time last year I thought I'd never be doing something like this. I was obviously timing belts and things like that are quite scary, but I'm just so glad that I'm giving this a go, and you are following me on my journey as well, learning with me. I would love to have done this when I was a youngster, but obviously, yeah, you got to pay the bills first. So I would just wish I went to college or university and things to do an apprenticeship or something like that on mechanics, because I absolutely love it. But never mind, we're learning this way. On the job experience is better than paper, I suppose. Anyway, let's crack on and get that engine mount out somehow. Okay, I knew that was going to be hard work trying to get that out. The only way, well, I say it's not the only way. I have seen someone design a tool that you could get something in there to get to it, but that is so tight for space. This stupid design, as usual. It's on the floor there now. But what I did is I had the engine up on the jack, supported by some foam under there, not to damage the sump. And you've got to higher it up enough. It's not damaging anything. But what you have got to rewatch is the manifold at the back, because it does go above the back frame there. So you've got to pull the engine forward and jack at the same time just to get it up and above. That'll give me enough space to get in there, because I thought I nearly would have to stop. But luckily enough, we can still carry on. It's always a way around things, guys. You just gotta find it. Let's take this tension off this. Here comes the scary part, guys. There's a tool here as well. That should fit in here to do the tensioner. So I'll do this first. Look at that, guys. That is very close to splitting. Okay, let's do this water pump. hopefully you can see that. It's very difficult. Right, I think it's 3 bolts holding this on. Telling me that I haven't seen better days. That's got to be original. It's an original part there, guys. Still got its sealant on it, but that was definitely overdue. It's not haven't failed or nothing, but it's definitely rusty. I think a lot of the rust, I think, is because the antifreeze in the car was non-existent, and it's just turned into rust. Just going to give this a clean up, ready to receive the new pump. Guys, if you can recommend a good pump for brake cleaner, because this is like the third one that is broke. I've had enough now. I'm paying for these and they just don't last because the chemical inside is breaking down the pump. So, waste of time again. Nice shiny new one. Comes with the tensioning tool. Nice new one. You see that? There's the old one. Massive difference there. This one, by the looks of it, comes with a gasket. Comes with a gasket. So, do I put sealant on this as well? What do you guys think? Do I or don't I? What I might do is put a little bit of sealant around there, just around the outside edge, and then that over the top, and that should make a nice seal, just in case, I suppose. I've just put a little bit of sealant around the outside. Might look brutal, but it's gonna help protect at the end of the day, stop it from leaking. There. Just hold that there. Okay, the water pump is back in, sealed up, nice and tidy. Got a sludger come out of that green slop. Okay, we're getting there slowly, guys, really getting there. I'm well chuffed so far. Shit my pants, but chuffed. I think we put the tensioner on next, and the bolt. I won't do it up all the way just yet. Okay, that belt is on for a minute. Oh, that was a nightmare. Right, it's on. I think it's in the right direction. I think what it tells you to do now is turn it 2 times and recheck to see if is still in position, and retension it. Now this is the scary part, guys. I am shitting myself. Right, so hold on. This bit, I'm not happy about this little bit here, but I think once I release this now, it should be okay. It was loose before. But you don't know unless you try. So let's undo all these bits this way. So I'm assuming that's right. Here goes nothing, that's all I can say. Okay, the timing tool is all out. It's a case now of turning this engine over twice and seeing if it's still in time when put the timing tool back in. I think in TV that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, right, tools in there, bottom tool's in, I've rotated it twice, everything seems to be okay, everything's gone back in, so I don't know, it's under tension, that's lined up in there. I'm going to rotate it one more time and put it all back together. I hope it's okay. Okay, everything lines up as far as I'm aware. I've put in the tool again, lines up, so I'm assuming if that lines up there and the lines in on the bottom, it's in time. Simple. So I'm assuming that's what I need to do. So we can crack on now, clean all the crap off this, put the rocker cover gasket back on and put the cover back on and everything else. So I've replaced these already. I'll give it a good clean. It's just come up alright. It's a case now, just putting this gasket in. Okay, that's in and ready to receive the new gasket. That's on for now. I've got to tighten it up, but I'll do that once this is out the way because it's in the way. So I'm going to go home and have a cuppa and I got to empty my trousers because after doing that I've shit myself a few times. So it's a bit of a mess as usual. So hopefully we're all good to go now. So it's just a case of putting everything back and putting some oil in the thing. and hopefully we're good to go. Oil and water, actually, because there's no water in there. Oh my god, I've never done one of them, and I don't, to be honest, I wouldn't want to do one again. I suppose practice makes perfect. So like I said, I'll leave it there for a minute, and I'll be back for you in like seconds. For me, I'm gonna have a little break. Okay, I'm back now. What we have to do is put this engine mount back in, put these bits back in. This is all tensioned up, it's all right now hopefully, and start putting it back together. I hope this car will run, I really do. Like, this is still loose. I'm going to do this when it's all level. I can get in there tidy, but everything else seems to be alright. Fingers crossed. So let's crack on and start putting this car back. I've put the engine mount is back on there. I've also put on the cover, so we get in there slowly. I've also given that a quick lick. Nothing special, it's just better than what it was. It's not perfect, it's not meant to be perfect. You're not going to see it anyway. So we've got pulley to put on, and we can start putting the engine back on its mount. Okay, that bottom pulley's on now. So I'm just going to lower this car down, the engine down, so it'll go back onto the mounts properly. Okay, that is all back together there on this engine mount. It definitely looks a little bit better there, a bit tidier than what it was anyway. You can go ahead and put this top cover in, put this in. Now that's back on, all tidy. I can finally tighten this head up. Now we're starting to take a bit of shape. Covers all back on. Rocker cover gasket's been done and the cover's back on, all tightened up. So do this. What we're going to do now is the alternator belt. Put that on, tension it up, and we're more or less there then, guys. So just putting everything together. We have got to do this water pump as well. So it's just basically, I just hope that's right. I really do, and I got no means of testing it now until everything's back together. Let's get this belt on. As you can see, there's two boxes of parts. One of them is a new belt. So, like I said, everything is practically new, but it's very awkward to film this one. So I'm just gonna slap it on, and I'll get back to you once that's on. Guys, I'm gonna leave it there for today. The timing belt is done, fingers crossed. The auxiliary belt for the alternator is done. It's all tensioned up. It's all back in, all tightened up. What we got left to do on this car, not a lot really, only put it back together. And obviously we've got to test it. Does it actually run? So that is the biggest problem. Will it run after doing that? I don't know. I bloody hope so. So I'm going to leave it there. In the next episode we're going to get this car running. So join me for that when we get this car up and running. But if you have liked what I've done so far, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Comment below what you think. And don't forget to subscribe. I will see you all next time when we crack on rebuilding this car. Thank you all. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.